There was this kind of notion that this was the most feared class, one of the most feared class in the communications department. But it ended up being one of the most useful tools. I actually use it every single day.
Rhetoric and persuasion helped me to be able to phrase things in a way where I could change people's thinking, and by changing their thinking, I could change their actions.
And it really opened my eyes to what we say to our audience through politics, what we portray through what we say behind podiums, what we ask of our presidents and the people who legislate for us. The people that we elect because we want them to say something specific.
The words that we use and how that meaning can be interpreted and carried across to all those different audiences.
When you have a concept at work, the ability to be able to construct a concise argument for why this should be implemented with whatever company you work for.
Communicating persuasively is the only way I get paid. I first have to convince executives at multi-million-dollar companies to listen to me.
Companies would contact us and say, hey, we need this position. So you were basically calling people that weren't looking for jobs and convincing them you need a new job. So looking at my persuasion tactics, like, am I saying the right things? Am I telling them the right factors that they need to know?
We'll be working on Netflix kids shows one day to like Anheuser-Busch and how parents should talk to their kids about drinking. So you go from something very light and fluffy to something very solemn very quickly. And so being able to not just, change your complete methodology of thinking with these different items to, again, being able to push that onto someone, a journalist, and be like, hey, this is something that you should definitely pay attention to. This is a great story to write about.
I have to convince everyone at that company to follow a process to bring on a new hire. And even once that part's done, I have to go out and convince other executives at other companies to take a risk and leave their cushy jobs for this company over here.
My husband is actually currently working on his PhD, so, continuing to take classes 10 years out of college, and so rhetoric actually helps me when talking to him sometimes.